In this video, I'll demonstrate how to set up one of the advanced features of the Pure UVC app and IntelliSafe controls, automated between-use disinfection. This is a feature most often used in restrooms for the sake of providing hands-off disinfection between uses. The protocol of this functionality is that the lights remain off while the space is occupied and for some hold time duration afterwards. Then the lights run for a predetermined treatment time, after which the lights turn off until the next occupant arrives. Any occupant entering the area will restart the entire protocol. Before moving forward, a note of caution for system commissioners. This implementation requires on-site testing to ensure proper sensor sensitivity and adequate hold times. Also, a best practice is to provide guidance to facility occupants to let them know that if the lights unexpectedly turn on, to 1. Not look directly at the light source, 2. Calmly wave arms in the direction of the fixture to trigger the motion sensor, and 3. In the strange case that the lights do not turn off, to calmly leave the area. Now that the disclaimers have been stated, let's proceed. Go to the Devices tab and click on the fixture that you want to set to automated between-use disinfection. From there, click Motion Sensor. Ensure that the zone associated with the light fixture is selected. This is important to ensure all motion sensors in a zone operate together. Ensure that the sensor status is set to sensor on. Otherwise, this will not work. Some fixtures will allow you to set the sensor sensitivity. Start with 100% and adjust as need be. You want the sensor to be sensitive enough to pick up gentle motion, but not so sensitive that it triggers false positives and thereby never activates the disinfection. Generally, the sweet spot is somewhere between 50% and 100%. In hold time settings, leave the fade time as it is and leave the sensor lockup time as it is. In terms of hold time, this is critically important. This is the amount of time that the fixture remains off after motion is detected and before the treatment activates. In places such as restrooms where people may be sitting still for extended periods of time, a longer hold time is required. A good recommended starting setting is going to be 5 minutes. You may want to extend shorter or longer, especially if you start to notice that treatments are activating prematurely. Let the hold time be longer. In terms of hold time seen, let it remain as all off. Going down into standby time settings, let fade time remain as its default setting. The standby time is the duration of treatment. For most Pure UVC implementations, a standby time of 3 minutes to 5 minutes will be adequate to achieve disinfection against most of the common pathogens in a space. And for standby time seen, turn this to all on. In terms of sensor mode, leave this at auto. In terms of mode and priority, please make sure that sensor prior to manual is selected. This again is critically important because this is what is going to provide that safety precaution of turning the fixtures off if motion and occupancy is detected. In Enable Staircase function, leave it disabled, and when you're complete, press the Save button. From this point, make sure that you repeat the process with any of the devices that you want set for this functionality. Once you're complete, you can close the app and automated between-use disinfection will operate.